Hey everybody, Rainmaker with you today again. We're doing another bowl game. We're doing the New Orleans Bowl today in New Orleans, Louisiana with East Carolina and Lafayette, Louisiana. Got Big Sky Guy on the line with me again. Eric, how you doing today, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm just happy to be here. Love going through these games with you. Having a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is fun, man. This is our fifth installment of the first 5 bowl games. We got one more coming today. All right, we're going to talk about this game. We got both teams looking to win their 9th game of the year. Both of them are 8-4. We know, you're not getting much defense here. Obviously both these defenses are in the lower portion of the country. With both of them are in the hundreds, 104th, 109th, depending on what you're looking at. But East Carolina's 0-3 in their last 3 bowl games. We know that. But Eric, you talking about taking this total? I hearing out of your voice here.
Yeah, I really do. I like the ability of both teams to move the ball, and I really like the inability for both teams on their pass defense here. They're just terrible. Yeah,
273 yards a game for East Carolina, and then you got 284 yards a game at 109th in Lafayette, who definitely can't stop anybody either. Short of that Florida game, what a great game that was. That's probably Lafayette's almost greatest accomplishment in their school's history, almost beating that team.
Yeah, that was amazing. To lose a game on a blocked punt with about 2 seconds left in the swamp, this team competes.
Yeah,
they're going to be ready.
They do. They are. I semi-agree. We have East Carolina getting 5 points, and we have a 65 on this total. And Eric's talking about taking this total, and I'm honestly thinking about taking East Carolina here. This 5-point line is so suspect. And the public's going to be on Lafayette because most of them saw that Lafayette-Florida game thinking to themselves, well, if they can hang with Florida, they're probably going to pound East Carolina. Yeah, sorry, people, it doesn't work like that. It's a week-to-week thing. These teams have had a couple of weeks to prepare for this game against one team. They have one thing to concentrate on. They know what they do well. They know what they don't do well. There's strengths and weaknesses for everybody, and they're both going to be making sure they know what to look out for come this game.
I certainly can't disagree leaning on East Carolina right there. You got a very able quarterback Cardin over there. Guy's got 2,838 passing yards. He's got plenty of touchdowns, 21 of them, 9 picks. He's smart with the ball. He's completing almost 67% of his passes. And let's not forget about his favorite wide receiver, Mr. Hardy.
No, Mr. Hardy. That kid's a stud, man. I love that. The last few games the Cardinals had too. It's 4 of his last 6 games. He had 300 yards. He's racking them up. You want to get into the competition? Go ahead. But granted, you got to go out in the field and perform. And one thing Cardinals been doing is going out and performing.
Oh yeah, 83 catches. He's been performing all year. Over 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, and let's not forget his last game out, 16 balls doing his weight caught over to Marshall. That is definitely going to scare Lafayette's terrible sieve of a pass defense.
Yeah, and then now throwing Vitavius Cooper too. Vitavius can definitely run that ball around, man. He's got 1,000 yards. He's got their first ever 1,000-yard rusher and receiver in the history of this team between Hardy and Cooper, man. That's the first time that they've had a combined 1,000-yard rusher and a 1,000-yard receiver in the same season in the history of ECU. That's good for something, man.
Yeah, it really is. It's been proven enough for East Carolina all year with this Cardin, Cooper, Hardy. They are a 3-headed monster. They're not afraid to utilize these 3 guys. They're taking the ball. Cooper's taking the ball to the carries. Hardy's easily catching the ball to the balls. And we know Cardin's throwing the ball around. So if these 3 guys just keep doing what they do all year, they're going to put up their points.
Yeah, and now you got this whole Broadway situation with Gauthier. Everyone knew Gauthier was going to be the starter here. It was his job. Led them to the bowl victory last year, and then they bring over Broadway from Houston, transferred. And Broadway wasn't expected to see a lot of time here. Gauthier was the man. All of a sudden, he goes down, and Broadway steps in. And holy cow, man, what a job this kid has done stepping into that role.
Oh, he has. He has done an exceptional job. And here's what I really like about Terrence Broadway. When you look on paper, the kid's going for over 2,500 yards. But let's not forget about his 661 yards rushing. And added that to the 761 yards Alonzo Harris, and Ephraim Reed puts up 415, you're looking at a 2,000-yard rushing team here with a 2,500-yard passing team, which is really over 3,000 yards if you want to throw in Gaudier stats for the year where he passed for 524 yards and 5 touchdowns himself.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about a 3,000, 2,000 team here.
Yeah, I mean, he's responsible for 24 of their touchdowns with the 16 on the 16 in the passing game and the 8 more on the ground. You know, I mean, the kid can definitely 2,500 passing yards. He can definitely hold his own. You know, obviously he looks for Peoples out of that wide receiving core. And not to say that Surgeon, Lawson, Robinson, Maxwell. You know, that sucks that Lawson's out. I mean, it's a little mini loss there for them. I would like to have seen Lawson play this game.
Yeah, but you know, I really honestly think that they're going to be able to make up for that. And what I really like about it is that they utilize their tight end Maxwell in the red zone. Hopefully, those 4 touchdowns he brings are going to be able to give them a little more options in the red zone because you know they're going to be running the ball. They got Peoples as their main wide receiver. He's got 774 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And if you look at the 3 right along at about 500. I think it's going to be really nice. I mean, they're basically, again, over 2,000 yards through the air. And with these receivers, it's going to be a fun game to watch. I see a lot of points again.
Yeah, and obviously you got to factor in Brett Baer, too, man. I mean, that kid can kick a ball. He can kick a field goal from anywhere on the field. He can punt you a nice 50-yard punt any time of the game. I think he's definitely going to factor in, man. He's a great little weapon in that kicking game for Lafayette, too.
Yeah, and the one thing you can say about the kid is he's clutch. I mean, let's just take the last year's bowl game in the same building. I mean, what a clutch kid that was.
Right.
Well, I think it was like a 52-yard field goal to win the game. I mean, that was amazing. That kid is definitely was a hero in that game. And, boy, I'm telling you what, he is just not – he can kick the ball really well, too. I mean, this kid's a punter, too. I mean, that's pretty neat. I mean, this kid gets it done. He's averaging 42 yards a kick. He's got a 70-yard boot. I mean, yeah. He's an able kicker, and that is definitely nice to have on your team.
Yeah, I mean, down late, up early, whatever you need. I mean, if you're up 6 points, you need a clutch field goal to go up 9, make it a 2-possession game. He's there. You're down 2, and you need a big kick. He's there. You need field position. He definitely can change the field position. I mean, he kicks a punt from the 20, moves them back to their own 30. You just shifted the field. I mean, yeah, I think he's a weapon.
Oh yeah, he is definitely a weapon. What I really like too is East Carolina's giving up 418 yards a game, and Lafayette, I believe, is going to get all of that. I definitely see a shootout here, and if there's a typical East Carolina game, I mean, I can definitely see this game within the 5 points. And I definitely see this game being in the high 30s, low 40s, each team, 37-42, 37-41. I mean, I really like this over, and, I really don't have a problem picking dog here.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Even though East Carolina's 0-3 in their last 3 bowl games, and they're going basically on the road, because obviously we know Louisiana's playing the Superdome or whatever the dome. That's the Superdome they're playing down there, right? They did fix that place, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're comfortable where they're at. They just won the biggest game of their team's history down there last year, beating San Diego State. They're definitely going to have a lot of fans. It's going to be a raucous crowd. Yeah,
it's Broadway's first start in a bowl game, but I think East Carolina's going to see that 0-3 in their last 3 bowls and just say, that's enough of this. I hope they show up. I'm taking East Carolina to cover the 5, and I know you're going to be taking the over, and those will be the 2 plays that me and Eric are both going to recommend on my side and his side, respectively. So, all right, Eric, we've already done a whole bunch of videos. You can check out any video that we've done on ejtherainmaker.com. You can see from day 1, first bowl game of the year, right through this game and every game hereafter, too. So, all right, Eric, thanks for hanging with me, man. We got a couple more games here to cover, and we're rolling through these bowls. Having fun, aren't we?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm having a great time, Rainmaker. I appreciate the opportunity to get on your videos and kind of just get my opinion on these games. We've been crunching numbers, and we've been getting after it. And, boy, I'm looking forward to it. Another high-scoring, fun game to watch. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's fun. It'll be fun. And obviously, we're doing okay so far with our couple of bowl plays we have going. So, all right, man. Good luck on the total. And, good luck to me, obviously, on this side. And everybody, thanks for watching. And, good luck with the rest of the bowl season. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Take Thank you.